So I typed in the mark of the beast, exact phrases, inexact phrases. This speaks about the cancer. If you get it's an actual physical chip that's going to go on your actual physical right hand, left hand forehead. Neuralink. Revelation 19:20, and the beast was taken in him, the false prophet, and wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark. The mark is a physical thing in your right hand, left hand, forehead, and them that worship the image. When you take the chip, you worship the image. That means you worship it, and you got to bow down to no image. They're gonna say, "Okay, bow down first. Let me put the chip." No, when you take the chip, that means you worship the image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire, burning with brimstone. That's poetic, or that's actually he saw a vision, which symbolized America on fire. He didn't see an actual lake on fire. He saw America on fire from a bird's eye view. It says, Revelation, let me open this up. We got to keep pushing this out here because people keep bucking up against it. And when it comes and if the Most High would have showed me what it was, I wouldn't have took it. Well, what about GMS? I don't listen to GMS. Okay, good. You're going to get condemned. It said, and he called this all both small and great, rich and poor to receive a mark, which is a charagma, which is a graven tubal. A delivery system, which is a needle cut on the bias to administer that actual chip. And you know what? If you can't see it, if you go to Sweden, you go microchip. Show you them going to the doctors. They show them going on the train, opening the door of their car, or whatever, in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell. Now, going back to Captain Zarek, he said, well, that's talking about big buying. That's talking about embargoes. First of all, embargoes have nothing to do with buying and selling. Embargo is when you refuse to do trade with another country. Like China. If they call for an embargo against the United States would be dead. It would be a big ghost town. Everything that you get, when you go to BJ's and Costco's and you buy all this TVs and all this other stuff, you wouldn't have no cars because the dealer parts and other parts come mostly from China. So if China called for an embargo, meaning we're not going to do business with the United States would die. They don't have to drop one missile. And that no man might buy or sell. That means a Snicker bar. If you go to buy a bag of potato chips for 50 cents, which is what a small bag of potato chips is going to cost you $1. I remember when it used to cost a nickel or 25 cents for the big bag. You're not going to be able to buy it once this technology comes into play. So this is going to apply. This is not talking about big countries, companies. It's talking about people. Save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, right? And it's all based upon 666, which is your universal product code. Which when you go to the self checkout, you find out where the universal code is, and you swipe and you hear the beep. That means it went through, and the price comes up. And that's based upon the 666. So anyway, let me come on back. Now the word deceived, let me go back to the word deceived. Deceived. This is what I'm going to do. Let me click on this. See, right here. We're going to get the victory, and we're going to be above watching the lake of fire on fire. And it said the ones that's going to be in them ships are the Israelites that did not take the microchip. Revelation 20:4. All right, where did I say I was going to go? Oh, deceived. Let me look up the word deceived. Because they're not going to say, look, this is Revelation 13 and 16. You're going to have to take it. No, they're not going to say that. They're going to say, well, this is new technology and we need it. And then you got kooks, you got conspiracy nuts saying that it's a mark of the beast and Revelation. No, it's not. And dumbass, idiot, zombie niggas and Edomites are going to take it. The main group, I'm almost positive, but let's see if my words are true in the future. The main group that's going to buck up against this thing, that they're going to say it's a mark of the beast in Revelation, are Edomites from the south and the Bible Belt. Them holy rollers and the Bible, not the niggas, they ain't going to see it. But them Edomites, because they somewhat are more studious than Jake, they're going to say this is the mark of the beast. They're going to be the first. This is the mark of the beast, and we ain't taking it. So eventually it's going to have to go to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court going to say, yes, it's constitutional, you got to take the mark of the beast. Go back 2005, Justice Roberts, the Chief Justice, was being confirmed to be the Chief Justice of the United States Supreme Court. Biden, when Biden was a senator, he said, mark my words before you're 10 years over. You will rule on whether a person gets a microchip put into him. It should be on YouTube. Should be on YouTube. So guess what? Back in 2005, they already knew that people were going to have to get the chip. It says, I want the word deceived. Let's deal with the word deceived. Deceived does not necessarily mean force. But some of you will be forced or put to death. So if they say you got to take it and you say no, okay, we're going to put you to death, accept death. Be faithful unto death. That's what the scriptures say. So a lot of you out there are listening to your blind, dumb
Strong's
leaders.
G 4105 Planao.
To cause astray, to lead astray, meaning lie to you. No, this has nothing to do with Revelation. You got them some conspiracy kooks like GMS that teaches that they're a bunch of kooks, and they tell you to great little girls. Why would you listen to a group like that? So if your leaders that sold out tell you zombies and you're in that zombie state and you're not one of the elect, your stupid ass, your stupid zombie ass is going to take it like a damn fool and he's going to be condemned. It says you're going to suffer the same death as the other nations and Esau in America. To cause to stray, to lead astray, not force. Lead aside from the right way, to go astray, wander, roam about. To lead away from the truth. What's the truth? The truth is the whole scriptures, but what's contained in the truth? The mark of the beast. That you shouldn't take it. Now, for people to say they don't know to take it, you're not of the elect. To lead into error, to deceive, to be led into error, to be led aside from the path of virtue, or goodness, or righteousness, to go astray, sin, and to sin. To sever or fail or fall away from the truth. The ones of you, every last one of you guys that's left the camp or got kicked out and you didn't keep teaching the word, all of you are going to accept that chip. Or heretics, right? If you say that Edomites and other nations can make it as Genesis, those guys are two heretics. To be led away into error and sin. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is not going to be playing on that day. When the Most High brings that judgment, you're going to see the real judgment of how the Most High Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua works. So if Captain Zarek is ultimately an elect, he'll buck up against it and he'll apologize. He'll say, I apologize. He'll be crying too. If he's one of the elect, he'll be crying, I'm sorry for going against GMS. Please forgive me, Tahar, for saying what I said. Guaranteed. If he's one of the elect. If he's not one of the elect, he gonna put up videos talking about the importance of taking the chip, and you dummy, you monk, you zombies are gonna take it.